Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I'm going to show you how you can create this tribal style wolf tattoo design inside Affinity Designer. Now these kind of designs can be used for a variety of purpose. Tattoo is of course one of them. Then you can use it for t-shirts, for stickers, for posters, and for other different kind of home decor type of items. So if you are interested in that, let's get started. Now before I go and start creating the design, I would like to show you what is this style. So I already searched for tribal wolf tattoo on Google Images and it gives us this kind of result. So this is the style that we are looking for, kind of like flames, sharp edges type of thing. And I don't know what exactly is this thing is called, but I really like this kind of style. So we are going to create this kind of stylistic wolf illustration or wolf design inside Affinity Designer. Now you got the idea what is this tribal style or tribal tattoo style looks like. So here inside Affinity Designer I have already created a new document and placed a wolf image. I got this from Unsplash and I would highly recommend if you are going to create this kind of illustration, this kind of design based on an actual image or an actual animal or any type of thing, you should use public domain resources, and Unsplash is one of them. So I've just placed it here and then I'm going to scale it up a bit because I'm going to focus only on the face for this moment, for this tutorial. So I'm just going to rotate it a bit to make sure that the face is perfectly horizontal, actually the vertically in the perfect position, and I think this much would look fine. That looks much better. And then I'm going to just lock it and then zoom in a bit, and then I'm going to just create one side of this wolf design or the wolf face, and I'm going to copy it on the other side. And the easiest way to copy it on the other side is to use symbols inside Affinity Designer. So I'm just going to create a square shape or a rectangle shape that is going to cover half of its face. I'm not going to use any color for the fill, so I'm just going to remove it, and the same thing for the stroke. I'm not going to use any kind of color. And then I'm going to just place it here at this location approximately, so that it and just splits its face into kind of like a half area. And if we need to rotate it, we can rotate it a bit, and let's just use this rectangle and maybe use it kind of like a stroke so that we know where is its center point. So somewhat like that, and then we can rotate it. So it is very important that you should place your image in this kind of location that perfectly fits. Of course all of the images are not symmetrical. As you can see here, the nose is that is kind of slightly tilted, and it just positions its snout, or I'm not sure if it's called snout or nose, so on the left side. And but that's okay because our illustration is not really realistic, it's more like a stylistic design. So guys, we have this our rectangle shape, and then we are just going to create a random shape here like that and fill it with any color. It doesn't matter what color it is. And then I'm going to make it a child of this rectangle, and then I'm going to select this one, go to the symbols tab. If it's not there, you can go to the view studio and choose this option symbols, and then I'm going to just press create, and it has created this symbol. Then I'm going to do is just simply press Ctrl J to copy it, flip it horizontally and move it on the other side like that. And let's just go back to the original one, and in this original one I'm going to do all my editing. So I'm just going to delete this one. Actually, let's not delete this one, let's just hide this one for a moment and then start drawing. So I'm just going to start by creating a shape around the eyes, and just some kind of like that, maybe, as it is a stylistic illustration, so I don't have to worry about the exact position of these points and the exact look of this eye. So maybe something like that. And then I'm just going to place a circular area here and select this bottom one, and let's just stroke it, and maybe smaller one, so that we know what kind of shape we are creating. And then I'm just going to create kind of like an eyeball here, eye shadow here, not the shadow but the eyeball type of thing. So that looks fine, and I'm going to select the bottom one and press subtract. Next that I'm going to do is just I'm going to create that iris shape here, and for that I'm again going to use this circular or the ellipse tool, and I'm just going to start creating new one like that, and let's just bring it inside our rectangle. And I'm just not going to position it as it here, so kind of like at this location somewhat like that would be fine. And then I'm just going to fill these with black color and remove any kind of stroke from them. In the same manner, I'm going to create other shapes that will define the face of this wolf. So you don't have to start from a particular point. As you see fit, you can just choose random locations and random areas to start creating the drawing. So I'm just going to first create this ear here, because I really kind of like like this fur shape here, and it is already predefined, so I don't have to worry much about it. So that's one, and let's just fill it with black color again, and again choose the pen tool to create another kind of like a stylistic placement of the other side of the ear. So maybe something like that, and let's just bring it here and get inside look like that. So it totally depends upon you how you like to see your design. Let's just fill it with black color as well, and then let's just maybe create a stylistic inside of the ear, maybe like that. We can modify everything. If we do not like any certain shape or any certain area is not according to our likeness, we can definitely reshape them or recreate those areas. Then I'm going to create this lower area beneath this eye, and kind of like mimicking the fur shape around this location. So I'm just going to kind of like create shapes around these areas as we see this dark fur on its face. So maybe like that. Let's just fill it with black. Now the beauty of using these symbols for this purpose is that you already know how it will look like, how it is just coming together as you are creating. You don't have to guess whether it's looking good or not, because other side is just being created by itself. Then I'm just going to give it a shape to its let's say this lower jaw, so maybe like that, and try to have kind of like you can say the outline of this jaw, and so that it would look better in the final illustration. I think that looks fine. I should maybe move it here, try to create it like that. It totally depends upon you what kind of emotion or the feeling that you want to see in your illustrations. So I'm kind of going for kind of like a serious type of look, or serious type of you can say that emotion coming from this wolf. Let's just focus on this snout area. So of course first we need to create this kind of inside area here, and let's see how it looks. So like that, and maybe create a mouth shape here, and you can definitely go beyond these edges. You don't have to be inside these edges, as I'm going beyond this one, so that the other side is kind of like, you can say that is forming by itself. So if I just fill it with that, and now if I just hide it, I can modify these points or these shapes, position them accordingly so that they do not intersect with each other. So maybe like that, and if I just move it in this location, that would be fine. I can just modify it to be here. I think that looks better, and we can definitely modify these points or these shapes, and if we are not satisfied, then I'm just going to create this area. As you can see, I'm just choosing a random locations and random areas for my drawing, and that is on purpose, just to see if I'm getting the look that I want from a certain location. I'm just going to focus on that, and if I'm not liking something, I would just shift my, you can say that attention to a different location and come back to that area which is causing me kind of, just not making me feel the way I want my illustration to look like. So I'm just going to work on this area a little bit. Let's just fill it with black. Now you can see that the snout area is at this location, but we want it on the other side at this location. So first I want to just create this shape here, and then I can move it accordingly as I would like. So if I just create this shape here, and if I just fill it with the black color, and if I do not like, I can then modify it and position it as I see fit. And if I just hide the background and then fix it, it would be much easier to do. And now we can understand that our this shape, this should be at this location rather than beneath it. We can scale down a bit like that, and then we can adjust this one as well like that, and then we can unhide our background and finish the rest of it. So I'm just going to create kind of like the lower jaw out, so causing this kind of shape, and fill it with black, and then move it in this location, and then adjust its points so that it would look kind of seamless. Let's just hide the background again and see how it looks. Alright, that looks better, and then I just need to modify these certain areas and make sure that they are giving me that feeling from the illustration that I want, kind of like a serious type of look. I might not want this one to be going beyond. Alright, I like this, and now the only thing is left is to create other elements or other facial features which would define our wolf shape. So let's say maybe create something like that, curved area like that, make it somewhat like that in coming to this location, and somewhat giving this area, this upper jaw area, kind of like a dimension here. Let's just fill it with black again, that looks better. And it's time to finish this eyebrow. I'm not sure if we should call these eyebrows, but anyway, this area. So maybe make it kind of looking like angry emotion, and then let's just maybe create some kind of shape here coming from this location to like that, and then moving on like that. And let's just fill it with black color as well. That is just way beyond it, so maybe somewhat like that would look better. And then it's only left to create more details as you would see fit. Now I do not really need this background because I'm just going to create some other artistic choices or artistic style things that may not be just realistically visible on the actual face. So I'm just going to create a random shape here, give it kind of like this look at this position, fill it with black, and then maybe create another shape like that, giving its facial features kind of like a fur area here, and let's just fill it with black as well. Now I would like it to be at this location here. This is looking much better, and it's giving me a better look or better emotion from the wolf. So this is the beauty of this creating this in vector and inside, especially inside Affinity Designer, using the symbols, because once you are look it from just as zoomed out, and you can see that what kind of emotion it is giving you, what kind of look it is giving you at this point, and you can then modify do your points accordingly, and the other side will just modify itself accordingly automatically actually. So yeah, I like that thing. And then if I want, I can create a more kind of shape here as well. And let's see, just create it and see if we like it or not. If I like it, I'll just keep it, and if I do not like it, I would don't have to keep it because it's not something permanent. I think I like that area. So as you can see that our wolf is looking much better, and I just might need to position these a little bit higher to give have that look or feel from the wolf that we want. Let's just finish it with this upper area over the head. I think I do not like it because it has too much these jagged areas, and I might want to just keep it as it, or maybe just plain somewhat like that. I think that looks a little better. Now I kind of like seeing this area to be empty, so I'll just create another shape here. So I'm liking it, and I might want to create a little bit more detail here and there on the upper ear areas to give it more have kind of like a fur style look, because they were looking kind of like simple things which I did not like. I think that looks a little bit better now, and maybe create similar type of thing on this lower side area here as well. So guys, I really like this illustration. Now I might just need to work a little bit on the eyes area here, as because I want this one to be a little bit more bigger, covering this part somewhat like that, and I maybe just squeeze it a little bit, rotate it, and yeah, that is giving me the look that I want. So guys, I really like it. I don't want this tutorial to be too long. I might work on it a little bit more to give me the exact look and the feel that I want from illustration. But the purpose of this video was not to show you how you can create the exact same thing. It was just to inspire you that you can create these kind of stylistic illustration, kind of like a different thing from the regular type of designs that you might see from other artists, and just to be a little slightly different from the others and to have your own unique thing. And it's, as you can see there from this video, that it was not really difficult. You just need some kind of reference image, and then you can start designing your own illustration stylistic type of things. And as these are not going to be, you know, kind of like the exact lifelike thing or the realistic proportions or all that, you just need to be a little bit more artistic and just look at it and see how what kind of feeling you are getting from it. And if you're genuine, if you like it, that's all that is, that all that matters. And of course, if you can show it to somebody else and give you know, ask for their opinions as well, and try to make modifications as someone would suggest you to do. So guys, that's all for now, and hopefully you have found this tutorial to be useful, but most importantly you have found it to be inspiring. That's the most important thing, and that is the message that I want like to convey through my videos. It's all about inspiration. If you get inspired to create, you will never, you know, be facing that wall, the blockage, artistic block, or whatever that is called. So if you have found it to be helpful and inspiring, just let me know in the comments below or by liking this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.